you decide to shift away from pro wrestling, or have you completely shifted away from pro wrestling and making a move to amateur, or
I will do both.
okay?
I will do both for now because I have my next fight in professional will be a big fight,
Okay.
and I don't want to choose. I know sometimes I will have to choose, but for now I don't want to choose. I think it's possible to do both. We have to be focused. It's hard work, but I think it's possible to do both for now.
And is it your first amateur tournament since 2016?
Since 2016, yeah, right. My last World Championship will be just before Olympic Games, and I win the World Championship this time.
So, what kind of adjustments, etc., do you have you had to make for this tournament, or rather the move back to amateur?
Can you repeat this?
What kind of adjustments in your game have you had to make to move back to amateur?
I trained for this competition since September of last year. Because professional is really different. It's the same sport, but it's not the same quality we need. Um, I work a lot to go faster, to give quick punches, to give a lot of punches too, because we don't have a lot of time like in professional. In professional, I fight now in 10 rounds, and it's only 3 rounds in amateur. It's why I work a lot in this quality we need to win a fight in amateur. And I did a lot of fight sparring with amateur too. Um, I'm ready. I'm ready now to start this competition.
But do you have any kind of pressure on yourself that you're returning to amateur and?
No, I don't have any pressure. Um, I have a big target. Olympic Games is my target. It's the beginning of this new project, World Championship. It's a good competition to it's a test for me. Come back, a test, and I have experience. I work a lot, and I'm like I say, each fight for me will be like a final. It's not because I am a world champion. It's not because I am Olympic champion. I will say, okay, it's an easy fight. No, for me, each fight will be like a final. Each country, each fighters want to win. It's why I'm really focused on this competition, and I train hard since a long time to this competition.
And will you be fighting in the same weight category like you did 6 7 years
Exactly.
back? Okay.
Yeah, it's the same category, lightweight.
Okay.
So, I just wanted to ask, what do you think there is a step up in level or a step down in level?
Upping level, yeah. Now we have a lot of more women in World Championship. It's why it grew up. It's why the quality of fighters increase. It's why boxer fighters are better in the ring. The other reason is we have more helping. IBA help poor country to come. They give prize money, and it give a possibility to each fighter to change her life. And it's why we have a harder fight now. They train more. They have more possibility. They have more money, and they can have a good team around them, and the the quality, the technique increased every time.
So, do you think the professionals can be better prepared now for World Championship compared to had any professional?
Amateur is harder than professional, you say? For me, it's really different. Um, Professional, amateur is hard in general because the level increased a lot, and we have a lot of participants, but we don't know which fighter we will have. It's why it's really different. In general, we have to be ready for each fight and for each participant. In professional, we know the next fighters, we know the quality of next fighters, but when you are in the top, the fight was was hard. Just in the top. The starter is easier than amateur, but the top is harder than the amateur. You understand? Yeah. Can you repeat the end of the question? Um, I think it's good to have in each round the result because in amateur it goes so fast and we can adjust something and it's a good question. It's really a good question. It's a good question. It's the system to the judgment. It's similar in professional and amateur. The only thing is that we know if we win in amateur each round, and we don't know in professional if we win. But in professional, we have a big team. We have it's professional. Each person in the team around us can tell you if you are in the right way or in the wrong way. Normally, you have time to see if yeah, okay, in first, second, third round you win or you lose, because it go. Not so fast like in amateur. You have time to make an analysis. In amateur, is complicated to do an analysis because it go really fast. We have only 3 rounds, and it's most give punches and touch. Is not really go slowly and hurt. I don't know what I prefer. I think I can give you the my an idea and my mind at the end of this competition because it was a long time I didn't come back to amateur and to this system. I will know.
Estelle, a little bit about your background. In which city were you born? Where did you grow up? Who all do you have in your family?
I born in Paris, in France. My dad is from Congo, and my mother is from Ukraine. Um, but they move before have me. Yeah, yeah, they move in France, and I start everything, and I did everything in France, sports, studies, and everything. But I went a lot in Ukraine, and I went 2 times in the Congo. Not to the first time I went to Congo. It was in 3 years ago only. It's a big discovery for me, and I started boxing at 12. But I do a lot of sports before dancing, like dancing, swimming, and not the same as boxing. Within that's really different. And at 12, I started boxing. And I found everything I want in a sport. The cardio, the complexity of the sport, the technical, and I start the competition in boxing. I think it's why I stay in boxing too, because each year I want to increase myself. I want to win more, and year after year I say, okay, this year I do this, but next year I will do this. Next year I will win the world championship. Next year I will win the Olympic championship, and I build myself with this sport. I studies too. I'm an engineer. Yeah, I studies too.
In what kind of an engineer?
In IT.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But when I finished my studies 1 year before Olympic Games in 2016, and it's why I didn't really work after that.
How did you manage your job and your profession as a boxer?
Hmm?
How did you manage your profession?
It was really hard. Long day. Start at 6, 5:30 and finish at 10 p.m. It was really hard, but to it's important to say to young that you have to stay, you have to study this because boxing and sport in general can change our life, but not. It's work, yeah, but it depends of our life. It depends of a lot of things. We can go outside and hurt our feet. I don't know. It's why it's important to have a background to be prepared to every possibilities. If you win, if you have success in sport, studies will help you in your life, will help you to make a good choice, to have a good team, to think good, to speak in a lot of people. And if you lose, studies will give you the opportunity to have another direction.
So, 2016 was a very important year when you won the world championship.
Yeah.
So, turning pro, was it something that you had planned before, or like you
No.
just went like you have done everything amateur, so not
Yeah, it's not a plan for me. And I already say if I win Olympic Games, I will turn off,
Yeah.
finish. I go in my work engineer, and that's it. But after that, I stopped 1 year, but I stopped boxing 1 year. I had a kid, son, and I see that I had a lot of opportunity, opportunity to fight in professional, opportunity to to be my sport, my work. Understand? Because in France, boxing, we can't do only boxing. We have to work because we don't have a lot of money in this sport. But when I win the Olympic Games, I had the possibility to win money and to make my sport. It's why I say, okay, I had this possibility and I want. I want fight again. Why not? Let's go. And like this, I see a lot of movement around the women boxing. A lot of fighters turn pro. A lot of fighters win Olympic Games. A lot of women fighters win Olympic Games and turn pro. It's why I think I make the good decision because when I see now the possibility for women in professional, it's really good. And over women boxer didn't have this possibility in the past, and it's a change for us, and we have to take this change and to give more possibility to the next generation.
And how you said you have a son, right?
I have two kids,
And how old are they? And
2 years and 5 years.
both are sons or one daughter or
The both is sons.
Okay.
Yeah, two sons. How I feel? Can you repeat it?
From a computer engineer to boxing, how do you think boxing? Tell us about your
What quality? Depends. um, for me, I like what I did in engineer, like in boxing. I like to have a challenge because 5 years of studies in engineer is hard work. But I say to my dad, okay, I will because it was how I can say when I started boxing at 12. My dad didn't really want I fight. He said, okay, you have your studies. If you go to sport, you will not go. You didn't go to you didn't go to studies, and the challenge for me is to to give the opportunity to my dad to know that it's possible to do both It's why I do both. I did both, but I take a lot of pleasure to studies and to have and to be fighters. Um, for me, when I have fights, when I have competition, I had competition, um, and when I go home and I come back to studies, it was a good thing to have an issue because sport is and boxing is really hard. Need to be really focused. Is a lot of pressure, and sometimes you win, but sometimes you lose. And in my big lose, it was. Uh, a good issue for me to say, okay, I'm just a simple student, and now this is I put this out, and I be focused on my studies, and it's the same in my studies. Sometimes I had difficulties in my studies, and I go in the gym the evening, and I say, okay, now I gave the best in this training to 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 didn't think about the bad thing in the studies or in the life, and it will be, yeah, okay, and it was a good balance to have the studies and to have boxing in the same times for me. I hope you understand. My English is not. Sometimes I lose words. Sorry. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, yeah, of course.
All the best.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks for
अच्छा,
that.
Yeah, so.